Hi everyone, and welcome to You Remind Me with Marcus and Happy
Jade.
New Year, everyone!
I know, I know. It's
God.
not Happy New Year. It's post Christmas and it's about to be Happy New Year.
Yeah,
What
so
are you
you
doing New
always say
Year's?
Happy New Year, innit?
What are you doing New Year's? Are you doing anything?
No, I haven't got anything planned. I haven't actually seen anything out there, if you know what I mean. And maybe
So
I've not been actively looking.
I haven't, but I
Yeah.
thought this year, so I'm either going to go one or two ways,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to spend it at home with like a few people, and we have drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do like maybe like a vision board kind of night.
Yeah.
So we make
Well,
like
this
vision
is what
boards
I
and
was meant
stuff.
to actually. I'm going to ask you on this.
Yeah.
Did on New Year's, did you want to do something? And I'll bring Perry. You can either come here
Oh, my
or
pal.
we'll come to yours and we'll do the vision thing because I've
Yeah.
already got. I need to put mine on a board, but I've got it all written
Because
down
I
of
thought
the
if
structure.
like that would be like we can still have
Really
fun and we can still
nice.
have loads of drinks and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but it will be like a nice
But when I
way
mean like
in.
vision board, I mean like, and we're gonna do the vision boards so they look
Yes, that's
nice,
what I want.
and
So
like I want to be
basically,
able to put it on my
what I
wall and
was gonna
stuff like
do
that.
is that I was gonna order like just a whole lot of generic prints from like Pinterest. I saw someone on TikTok do it. Just a
Okay.
whole lot of generic prints, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
pretty much what I think most of us have the same kind of
Mm,
or the same ish vision for where we want our life
yeah.
to go. It's like
Because
it's
well,
the
we
same
wouldn't
ish.
be in each other's lives
Yeah,
if
so
we.
it's
Yeah,
like it might not be exact, but it's the same
yeah,
ish kind of vision. You
yeah,
want the house, you want the partner, you want this, you want the money, you want everything, you want the happiness, you want
yeah.
everything. So what I was going to do, I was going to do all that, and then I was going to get some like those foam boards,
Yes, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then I was just going to be like, right, we all come over, everyone bring a couple of bottles. Because wait, when we say bottles, we're not thinking spirits, we're thinking prosecco.
Yes, yeah. It's not. It's not like oh, bring a bottle of
so
vodka each.
yeah, it's we're talking
No.
about prosecco, so that's why we say a couple first of all.
Yes, yeah,
But
exactly.
like, and then we just sit there and we have a drink and we can all like do it and we manifest and then yeah, we might go in with a hangover, but we've
Yeah.
done something productive. Or the second option is going out, but then I was going to go out round my way
Okay.
because like round my way is a bit more. It's busy, but it's quieter than going into
Yeah. Into
London.
Central. Yeah.
But then I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't think there's any particular way that's right or wrong to going into New Year's.
Mm.
Like, yeah, you go out and you get fucked up and you do this and blah, 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 you spend loads of money. That doesn't mean you're particularly going to have a bad year.
Yeah.
Or if you sit at home, doesn't mean you're particularly going to have a good year.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
was just like, I don't know really what I want to do. But then, I don't know. Because last year it was a very miserable New Year's for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went into New Year's very, very. First of all, I was hung over as shit.
Well, because you drank
I
on New Year's Eve.
No, I drank on the 30th. So we went out because my cousin from America was here. So we
Oh.
went out on the 30th. So on New Year's Eve, we were fucked. When I
This
tell
is
you,
yeah.
like, the hangover, I haven't even had a hangover like it since.
Well, you can't eat. You
Like,
can't
we
do
were
anything.
all
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's just not happening. Like, New Year's Eve is just not happening. So then we went to my aunt's house because my aunt usually, like, all my mum and all everyone goes there and then we celebrate it and then we go. Like, and then we pop like a bottle of champagne. Everyone has a glass and whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't even sip the glass. That's how bad I was. We
You're
turned
like,
up
I'm
at
repulsed by
we turned up at
alcohol.
11:45, just because we were like, okay, right, we have to be there.
Yes.
Because my cousin from America, I was like, I wouldn't have gone. 'Cause my cousin from America was
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
She was like, I have to go because if I don't go, like everyone's gonna be like, why are you not here? And then, but Marcus, I'm gonna tell you, I literally said Happy New Year. Within 10 minutes, I was gone. I went home. I said
You
no.
lie.
Yeah, and then obviously then I went. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's no? Yeah.
I went back.
Home
No, home at the time, but to the person's.
to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you saw it in New Year.
So and it
Legs
wasn't.
akimbo.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't even that I wanted to be. Do you know what I mean? It was just that
It just happened.
I wasn't even forced into it. I'm not gonna say I was forced into it, but
No,
it was like
yeah.
it was
That's a
like
different story.
yeah,
So
yeah, that's a different story. But
Yeah.
it was like I had to kind of be with him.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But it was like, but then at that time we weren't good.
Was
so
it
I
just
didn't
you
want
and him?
Yeah.
Oh, so the
were
kids were-
well,
oh,
and
okay.
whatever. So it wasn't even that. I just didn't want to be around him at that point. So I could have spoke to him the next day, and it probably would
Yeah.
have been better.
Yeah.
But at that point, it was like, I don't really want to be around you. But then it was like, oh, if you don't come, then whatever, all that drama
All that.
shit.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
so this year I was like, I want to go into New Year just being happy. I don't care how it is.
Yes.
But I just think maybe the vision board night will be better because it's then we're all kind of If I see your goals and you see my goals and we see this person's goals, is that there might be something that I could do to really help you elevate
Yes.
that goal.
Yeah,
Or
that's
do you
what
know what
I
I
was
mean?
thinking, and it is a very exposing and a very vulnerable.
Mm,
We are going to be very
mm.
vulnerable in front of each other doing that, but it might be nice to
Because
actually
then
do
it's
that because
because
then we understand each other a
yeah,
little bit
and there's
more.
certain things like I don't know. Say I said I wanted to be a makeup artist. Perry could really help me with that if he saw
Yeah,
that I was very
yeah,
very passionate about it. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? Or if you said, "Oh, Jade, I really really want to start a business and I want it to be like this," I could really
yeah,
help you with that. Or
yeah.
you know, if I said I want to go to musical theatre, do you know what I
Exactly,
mean?
and
Like
I'm
there's
like XYZ. You need
yeah,
to
there's
start
some,
in this
but
way
then
or
when you
that
know
way.
people's goals and people are being vulnerable with you, it's not just me saying, "Oh yeah, Marcus, I want this," just on
Yeah,
a whim. It's like when someone's being vulnerable and we're all being vulnerable and saying, "This is actually something that is really close to me and I really want to
yeah.
do," you're more inclined to help
The other
that
person, yeah,
person. Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I
Because we're
mean?
not there to laugh and be like,
Yeah, like oh my
that's
god, what? That's really what you want?
yeah,
Oh,
that's never gonna happen for
yeah,
you. Like,
because
no,
I like
yeah,
my cousin, my female cousin from America. She's she's very much a pessimist but an optimist. So
okay.
when I
So
say
what
it
do you
like
mean by
that,
that? Like,
so we were talking and I said, right, so by this time next year, I want to have my kitchen with the island
okay,
and I want to just be living in a nice house. I want to have enough money to be like, I'm not worried when I go out. Like, do you know what I
mm-hmm.
mean? Like, I'm not worried when I go out spending
Yeah,
£100
yeah,
or whatever. I just want to be comfortable, but I want to have my kitchen with the island. That's what I want
yes,
by next
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Right? That's my biggest goal for next year. By the end of next year, I want
Which
to have my
is
kitchen with
like,
the island.
it's not a
It's not,
huge
yeah,
goal.
exactly, right?
Yeah,
And then she was like, oh, the only way you're going to get that is by marrying someone rich. I said, no, but why?
exactly.
I said,
I
but
can get
why?
it for
And then she said,
myself.
but well, I really want to be a farmer. I said, okay. And she said, but I will never, I probably won't get that unless I work really, really, really hard. I said, well, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
it probably would be hard. And most things in life are hard. We not
yeah.
the majority of us don't just get stuff handed to us,
No,
right?
exactly.
But I was like, but then if you found your niche in farming and you said, I don't know, like this is an example. I said, because she's mixed race. I said, so what if you said these are mixed race hens or whatever? Do you know? And you found your niche,
Yeah.
right? All of a sudden, you've got all these people buying mixed race eggs. Do you know what I mean? Like just because,
I don't know if that
well,
kind of thing
yeah,
happens.
that won't. But do you know what I mean? That won't. But
I
do you
was
know
try-
what?
I was sorry. I tried to go with that then, and I was like,
No, but do you
I
know
don't
what I
think you
mean,
could get
right?
mixed race
You
eggs.
probably can't, but I don't know. I'm not a farmer. If you any farmers out here, let us know if you can get mixed race
Mixed
eggs.
race eggs.
But do you know what I mean? I was like, but
Okay.
if you have your niche and you promote it in that way,
Hmm.
and you promote it in that way, we as humans, and first of all, I'm a sucker for advertising.
Okay.
Like, it's
Yeah,
been
you
told
get
to me,
pulled in.
I
Yeah,
am
yeah,
a
yeah.
sucker. And good advert, an advert with a plenty of pink, I will buy.
You said thank you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I'm a sucker for it,
Yeah.
right? If you have your niche and you advertise it well and you promote it well, your shit will sell because
Yeah.
our generation especially we
We are very
spend.
on the phone, and like we want convenience.
Yeah, we want
Like,
convenience
but
and
I
we
want
want
to
to
go
spend.
just press and it be
Yeah,
brought to me.
and we spend.
Yeah.
We spend
Yeah, yeah,
how
yeah.
much you could tell me right now if you looked at your bank account how much of your outgoings are unnecessary.
Oh,
Probably the
yeah.
majority of it.
Yeah. You're just kind of like,
It's just like, oh fuck it, I really want that. It's
yeah,
like, oh, that looks really good. I saw that on TikTok. Quick,
yeah,
bang,
yeah.
buy.
I've
So
got stuff in my basket for TikTok
So
at the
do you know what I
moment.
mean? So I was like to her, so I get what you're saying that yeah, you're probably not gonna get it very easily. But
Yeah,
if that's really what you wanted to and you really found your niche,
yeah.
you could still make that lifestyle that you wanted.
Well, I would have said to her, like, why don't you go and speak to someone who's got a farm and do a not an apprenticeship. I don't know what they do in America, like not an apprenticeship, but you go and help out.
Yeah,
Well, on a
and
Saturday.
you start
She might
learning.
be doing a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
On a Saturday, give up your free time and be like, right, this is my passion. If it's her passion,
Exactly.
you will love it. And then you just have to do it in stepping stones
Exactly.
ways.
And I was like, yeah, so
Yeah.
because then me and Paul were saying like, okay, so then you find this rich man
Yeah.
and you find him and then you have your kids and whatever, but he's not nice. But then
Yeah.
you're not actually happy. You got the money, you got the house, you
Yeah.
got everything, but you're not happy because the man's not what you want in
Yeah.
a partner, and he's just not a nice person. And
Mm.
but you were living in a really nice house.
Do you know what?
What's
As
what's
we're
the point of
speaking
it?
now, I'm thinking to myself, why all the time do we always think being rich is the best thing to be? If you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do.
like, why do people always strive to be
Do you know
rich.
what it is? I think it's because there's so much struggle
Yeah,
in not having enough, and there's so much anxiety, and there's so much shit that comes with, oh fuck, I haven't got enough. Like, do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
There's so
So
much
it's
like
like
adulting is
it's hard,
hard.
and do
It
you know
is
what the
hard.
worst thing is? Is that like, actually pretty much all of us ain't prepared to be an adult.
You
We're
are
never
flung
prepared. You're
into it.
flung into it.
Like
And
flung
the
into it.
worst thing is that, do you know, like for me, when I say this, right, and this is a stereotype, but it's not a bad stereotype.
Yeah.
Indian families have it correct.
Yes, I would say
It's a
yes. Yeah.
stereotype, but they have
Yes.
it correct.
Yes. From
They
day
know
dot,
from day dot
they've
it's
got that
stalled,
shop that you are working in.
and it's like
Mm.
all the money stays in the family. So by the time you're
Hmm.
moving out, you have enough to actually put a
Yeah.
deposit down.
Yeah.
Us, we're like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna move out. And you're moving
Yeah.
into a council house, or you're moving into
That's the
like a
thing.
private
Or
rented or whatever,
rented
and doing all
and
this stuff,
yeah.
and then you can't actually afford to then save to buy. But these are staying at home,
Yeah.
and then by the time that they're all putting in, and they're all helping out their parents, and they're doing all this stuff, and everyone's putting in, and blah blah blah. But you've still got enough to save because your brothers and sisters have been doing that before you, so there's not as much of a mortgage and all this stuff, and blah blah
Yes.
blah. And your
Yeah, yeah,
parents have
yeah.
been doing
It's
it.
all in the
It's all
bloodline.
in
It's
the blood.
all
They
yeah.
have it completely correct, because it's like we're running out of our parents' home, but
Yeah.
we're running to our own home, and then we're stuck in this fucking matrix of shit. I've got to pay gas, I've got to pay electric, I've got to pay this, I've got to pay that, and I've got to pay rent. I'm not even this ain't even my own house.
Yeah.
I've got to pay rent, and it's like, but then they stay at home till they need it. Yeah, they might get married, but then sometimes they come home and they
Yeah.
with their wife or husband or whatever, and they come home, and then I think it's wife. I don't think the man can go to the woman's house, but I think, do you know what I mean? I don't think
Yeah,
the man.
the
Yeah,
wife
well,
has to go to
yeah,
the
the man's
family home.
yeah, the family
But
home.
then you will then question, would you want to live a life of you are being told who you're gonna marry?
But it's
Do you
not.
know what I mean?
But you know,
And
especially
be spoon fed your
I
life.
think,
So you
especially
must marry
now
this man. You must go and live with that family where that family could be in a different
in different
country.
places. Yeah, so that's fine. But what I've seen in that, I think maybe that's more old school, because I think for our generation
Yeah.
is that a lot of Indian people, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If anyone's Indian out here, correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
because I've
They
like
are
my mum's
starting
best
to
friend's Indian, but
yeah, and I've
like
got
they're very westernized.
yeah. So this is what I'm
So
saying. So
yeah.
where they're westernized is that they're starting to see more love than what it was previously.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
what their
yeah,
parents were. Their parents might
yeah.
have been maybe more arranged and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, because I was speaking to someone, it's not Indian, this is Turkish, a Turkish woman, right?
Okay.
And she was like, I am so glad my parents gave me. She's happy in her marriage. She was like, I'm so glad my parents gave me arranged marriage, because the men I was
Really?
seeing before, she was like, she asked
Yeah.
for the arranged marriage. The parents didn't force her, anything like that. They found a man for her, and they said, all right, look, this is the man. We know the family, blah blah.
Yeah, yeah,
And she was like, I'm so happy because I'm so happy now, and my parents kind of knew what my life goals were,
yeah.
and I've got my life goals because they found that man. But the people that I was seeing on my own back
We're not the
they were
ones.
never going to give
Yeah.
me what I wanted. So I think a lot more people are either maybe not leaning towards arranged marriages, but
Yeah.
they're starting to understand that it's not always, oh yeah, it's just financial, or oh yeah, just go marry your cousin, or go marry this person, go marry this person. It's like sometimes your parents see better for you than you see.
But then I'm kind
Not
of
all
like
the
your
time.
parents are too involved in your life
Yeah, but
sometimes. You're just
they're only
like
involved at that point though.
no, but like for them to pick your partner for life,
Yeah, but that's only that point. And remember, they're not actually particularly picking. They are particularly
they are
partner,
picking your partner.
but they're picking the family. And
Yeah.
most parents ain't gonna pick you. See how I said like last episode that I
Yeah.
want that big family and all this
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
My mum's never gonna go and pick me bum from fucking Abbey
Yeah.
Woods. Do you know what I mean? She's gonna pick me someone that she believes that can give me what I want.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
They're not
yeah.
gonna pick these people that are like, oh yeah.
But
oh,
still,
no,
I'm
no.
kind of like, oh,
I
kind of
don't
like,
think
ooh.
I'd mind now. I think maybe not
Really?
from my mum now, because my mum's
Oh God.
she's a drama in herself.
Oh.
But from if I had like someone there and they said, right, listen, we know this family from Nigeria, for example,
Yeah.
and they've got a son, he's single, and he has a good job, and
He
he's a
does
very
X,
nice
Y, and
boy, and
Z.
blah
Da,
blah.
da,
They're
da,
not
da, da.
forced
Yeah.
into it. They're like,
Yeah.
just meet him.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Just meet him.
Maybe.
Just meet him. You see how it goes,
Yeah.
and then you go. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh yeah, you're getting married tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like, just meet him, talk to him. You know.
But
There you
then I
go.
always wonder, like, what is the statistics of arranged marriages? Like, do they ever end in divorce? Like,
I
how
think
high
I
is
think
it?
we would have to go from arranged marriages now, like in our generation,
Yeah.
to the older generation, because the older generation pretty much just didn't get divorced anyway,
Yes. Yeah.
no
They're
matter what
just, yeah.
race. They were just like,
Yeah.
we're sticking together. Like, I fucking hate you, but we're
Mm.
sticking together because we've got kids. And then by the time the kids have left, it's too late. You're just like, oh,
You
fuck
kind
it.
of,
Do you know
I'm
what I mean?
old, so,
It's like, fuck it.
and then it ends in like, okay, we've got single beds.
Yeah,
We'll
and then
just live
whatever.
together.
But I
Do you
think
know
if
what I
you went
mean?
for our, I think if you went for our generation, you actually spoke to people that maybe are like maybe 40, maybe,
Yeah.
and you said, "Oh, I've had an arranged marriage. How is it going?" Like, oh, do you know what I mean? And I think the statistics will be a lot less in
Yeah.
divorce, because I think people, I don't know, because I've never
Yeah.
had an arranged marriage, or I don't know anyone that actually physically has had that. But I'm thinking that it's more, instead of being like, you're marrying this person, go. It's more, we found this person, we found this person, we found this person. Go and chat. Obviously, their dates ain't like our dates. They're more kind of supervised, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I think you're right, you
Do you
know.
know what I mean? And go
Yeah,
and
they are kind
chat,
of like
and then
almost like in a restaurant and the
yeah,
parents will be in the
or
back.
someone's
Imagine.
behind, your uncle
Yeah,
or whatever's
yeah,
behind or
yeah,
whatever. So you go and chat, and then you get your pick of maybe three or whatever. I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, I don't think you get a pick of three. It's
Well,
literally they
yeah,
know who the one person is
yeah,
gonna
but then
be.
I don't think it's, if you say no. Obviously, I'm talking from what I think. I don't
Yeah,
know if it's just true, but if you say no, it's not like, oh yeah, you have to marry him because we found him. I think
I don't know,
I
you
don't know. I
know.
don't know, but
I don't know. I
I
don't
think
really want
in
to speak on it
I think
because I'm
maybe
not
in the past it
part
was
of.
a little
Yeah.
bit more, but from the girl that I spoke to, she's only what? She must be about four, she's early 40s.
And that's old though, in terms of
Yeah.
arranged marriages.
So
That's old because you need to be giving that man children.
yes, no, but she's
And
no, she's early
do you know
40s
what I
now. She's
mean?
already been married. She got married when she was like our age, but now she's
Oh,
like early 40s.
oh, okay.
So
And now is she had a
she's had
divorce and
no,
stuff.
she's happy
Oh,
as
she's still
Larry.
with the man.
And
Oh,
first of all,
okay.
her husband's buff as shit.
So she was lucky.
Like buff as shit. When I tell you, Marcus, when you look at this man,
You're
you say,
like, this man is a
"Wow,
sexy
buff as
bitch.
shit," and he's nice. Obviously, you don't know what's going on in
Yeah.
households, but from the happiness that you see, this woman's always laughing, always
Yeah.
happy, always, 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 always. There's not one day you see her sad,
Yeah.
and like when you see them together, they're bantering constantly.
Oh, good.
They're
So she's like,
constantly,
I'm not saying she lucked out, but
but
like,
she, yeah.
good on her.
So
Well
when I
done.
talk about generations, like she's not that far off from us.
Yeah. Well,
She,
from me.
well, yeah, but you know what I mean. She's not that far off
Yeah.
from like us. Like she's what she must be max. I would say 45. That's the
Okay.
max I would say she is. I don't actually know her age, but like she's not, like it was never forced on her. It
Yeah.
was like she went to her parents and said, "I want to find someone." And
Can
then
you help me?
and then
Yeah.
they brought a couple suitors. She said, "Nah." They brought him. She said, "All right."
So she had actually had a
Yeah,
choice.
she had a choice,
Oh,
and they just brought him,
well,
and
it's
then
good, and
they
it's
were
almost
bantering, and it
like
was like
using your parents as a
as Tinder.
matchmaker. Yes,
The
isn't
parents
it?
were Tinder. They were like,
Yeah,
okay, right, so we got these
she
families.
literally was like, she swiped left and right, and then she
Yeah.
swiped right and said, "Well,
She
here's my
said, yeah,
man."
here he is. And she's living happily. They've got nice house.
Yeah,
They've got plenty of properties.
of
We
course.
call her Richie. What
Uh-uh.
she said, oh, well, when you come to my house, don't judge me. And I said, oh, me and my other friend were like, don't worry, darling, our house is shit too. She said, no, I'm saying like, don't think I'm rich because like my house is nice. And I was like,
Oh, you
oh,
said,
all right,
okay.
Richie. All right, Richie.
Oh God, like
And then-
Richie Rich,
yeah,
like the bloody film.
all right. But she's living a happy life from what you can see and all this stuff, and like, her kids are happy, and
Yeah.
her oldest daughter just got married. Like she's happy.
So they've got kids together as well.
Yeah, they've got.
Oh,
I think they've got 4.
oh
They've
wow.
got 4 kids. The youngest one is the same age as Jaden,
Oh, okay.
but the older one's a bit older. I think maybe 21 or something like that. Something. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean? But
yeah,
then
yeah.
they pretty much got married and started.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's happy enough. So I think sometimes it could work. I'm not saying every time because there is the stories that you hear and they're bad. And the stories when they're bad, they're bad.
Yes.
But I think sometimes it can work. And I think if I had someone in my life that I trusted to give me an arranged marriage, I'd probably ask them now.
True.
I'd probably ask
Yeah.
them, find me. Find.
Yeah.
Come and
Because
find.
I'm not finding myself
cause
anything.
First of all, I'm not on the apps.
Lie.
No, I'm not. Marcus, me? Never.
Yeah, until when you have two Prosecco's, you said, let me re-download. Yes, choke on the Prosecco. Yes, you know.
Not me. Not me. You
Okay.
will not find this face on the apps.
Mm.
And then
I'm not saying anything.
But the apps are the ghetto,
Yeah.
from what I've
Okay.
heard.
About from what you heard.
From what
It's
I've
from what you
heard,
do.
the apps are the ghetto. The absolute ghetto. And there's like one in like 10,000 that meet their match, their
This is
actual
the
match.
thing.
The most people that you're out here, and then you're getting told,
Uh,
oh, I suck dick. Or you're getting told, oh.
Stop it. Oh god, people are not gonna know what we're talking about, but yes.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah. Oh. Anyways, that was like that was the introduction. And
that
we went on a
actually was
tangent.
the introduction
Intro.
of the Happy New Year
Yeah.
segment. But anyway, that was.
Maybe
This
we
is
should just
this
talk
is,
about like New Year, like and what like for me, I was like, I'm not doing resolutions this year. I'm
okay.
doing goals.
Yeah, which is it's kind of
Because
the same, but not.
Yeah, because I think when you say I'm going to give up smoking,
Yeah,
I'm going to give up drinking, it's very hard to actually maintain that.
yeah.
But then if you say, right, by this time next year, I want to stop smoking. By this
Yeah,
time
if
next
you
year,
yeah,
do
if
you know what I
you
mean?
just
If you
say
have the goal
okay,
to do it,
May 27th,
yeah,
I will cut down to 3 cigarettes a
yeah.
day.
It's a lot
Yeah.
easier to do that because I think we all say, oh yeah, I want to give up smoking. Oh, I want to go to the gym. Oh, I
Yeah.
want to do this. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Blah blah. Like gym memberships go up in January.
That's the thing.
Like everyone's in
But
the
then
gym
my
in January.
commercial comes out again every January.
Wait, what commercial have you got?
You know the commercial I'm in.
I keep shivering.
Why are you? Someone's walking over your grave.
Oh, God forbid!
Hey,
Mothers!
Well, that's what they say.
Red lamp theory.
No, but that's what they say.
Do you know what? I'd love to wake up right now and say it was all a dream.
Oh,
I would love
there,
to wake
imagine.
up right now and it was
in
all
that
a dream.
in that queen size bed and be like,
I'd be like, it's all a dream. Then it would be like, listen.
be like coming to America when someone like washes you.
Yeah, and I'll be laying there and I'll be like, listen, darling, you know all those things that you were telling me. I'm sorry because I saw it in real life. I'm sorry. I'm here.
I'm here. Take me.
Take me.
Take me. Well, I was gonna say take me, Jesus, but no. Anyway.
No, don't take no one, Jesus. Not today, please.
Not today. God forbid,
no.
as you say.
God forbid.
Anyway, let's stop there. But that was our week, but a very long tangent. But that was like part two anyway, guys.
It was like basically our New Year.
Yeah, this is just a part 2 to the part 1 of what you're listening to.
Don't forget, guys, you can find us on Instagram if you want to get in touch at you_reminds_me.
And also, don't forget to subscribe.
Send us a DM, darlings. We'll always get back.
Love ya. So, I'm going to get us back on track because people must be like, oh my God, they are talking. So, just a little bit of like news. Well, news, yeah, is like kind of news kind of thing. Not my kind of news, but other people's news.
Yeah.
So, a man... An older gentleman, I should say, a pensioner, got vexed.
A pensioner?
A pensioner.
You said pensioner.
No, a pensioner. I had a plosive there. It was a pensioner.
You said pensioner.
Pensioner, like that. A pensioner ran over a man because he took the last, what is it called? Like pie? Not a pie, not a crumpet. What are them things called?
Pastry.
The Cornish thing.
Oh, pastry. Cornish pastry.
Is it not a Cornish pastry they call
pasty.
it? That's it, a pasty.
Yeah.
He took the last pasty. So he ran him over and then the police...
actually ran him over?
Yeah, ran the man over! No. Ran him over in the road and then the police stopped him and took his mobility scooter away from him. And then they had to drive the most mobility scooter back to the police.
Like the pound, whatever.
Yeah. Pound. What? I can't speak.
What's it called? We basically
police station.
Marcus is giving us his Japanese fucking wine thing, right?
And I can't even speak now.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've got to now walk to the kids' school.
I know.
And
you're gonna be like, woo.
I'm just basically now my children are gonna get a takeaway tonight. And they're going to be like, oh, mommy, come on, this. And going to be like, oh, yeah, go on then. And they're like,
just do what you want, loves.
My head's warm now.
I didn't think it was that strong, but no, cheers,
it's
guys.
Really, cheers. It's really nice. I don't know what it's called, Marcus.
In the eyes.
God,
blimey. Oh. But yeah, what would you do that? I think I would knock someone over.
Do you know what it is? I think that once I get past a certain age,
I wouldn't give a fuck.
I am just going to be like, fuck off.
Yeah,
Because all of these little
yeah,
pent up things that you've had in you from
yeah,
young, where you couldn't do it, where you're like, oh my God, I go to jail. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my
yeah.
job. Oh my
Oh
God,
fuck
blah,
it, I
blah.
don't care.
Once I get past a certain age, I am going to be a menace to
Huh?
society. Because put me in jail then, darling.
Yeah.
I'll live there. I ain't got to pay no rent. Now my children can have my whole pension and they can have
Well,
whatever or
yeah,
whatever it is. You know what I mean? My
yeah,
children can have that house and all this
yeah.
stuff. Put me in jail. I'm fine. I will be. But I won't kill anyone.
No, not kill.
But
Just a little
I
knockover.
will be an
Imagine.
actual menace. If I walk into the shop, the line's too long. I say, "Let me walk." Take my shopping and
I'm.
walk.
Not, oh, imagine.
Yeah, take my shopping and walk. What you can do? You're gonna
True.
chase
They
me,
can only grab
and
you
then what
and
you gonna do? You're gonna
say,
chase me. I say, "Oh my God, I'm frail."
Imagine dementia.
Oh my
Imagine.
God, my hands. I thought I was at home in the cupboards. I thought I was in home in the cupboard.
But I
I will be a
find
menace.
like that even like the older my mum gets, her mouth is just loose.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit what you
See, my
say.
aunt, right, so all growing up, my aunt came here when she was like 17,
Mm.
18. So my aunt is literally, she's now like 70. So she's basically,
Oh,
out of all of my aunts and all my mum and everyone, she's most Englishified because she came here when she
been
was
for so
small.
long. Yeah.
She always had like an English accent, out of my mum and all that. She always had a very like English accent. As she's got older now, you hear her and you're like, wow, you're really African, isn't it?
Oh,
Like
she really put it on now.
she's really given up the persona.
She's
She,
had enough.
yeah, she used to answer the phone. She'd be like, "Hello." Now she's just like, "Hello," like like just hello.
Yeah.
She don't care.
No shit's given.
She
Yeah.
does not care anymore. But I just think, yeah, I think I'd be like that as well. Maybe
Yeah.
not over one pasty,
This is the thing. This is stupidness. Like,
but it depends. Where was it? Was it like a co-op or the bakery? Because if you
I
want the
think it was
bakery,
a bakery, so it was
yeah.
the last
See,
one.
I get that because
Yeah.
sometimes I go to the bakery, right? And then there's a line, and I can know I like the little ice cream donuts from my bakery near me, and I can see that one person, there's only one left,
And they're gonna take
and I
it.
can see that one person
Yeah.
gonna take it, and I think I could
Mhm.
box you in your fucking head because if I'd walked in there 2 seconds earlier, it said I was out there finishing my
Yeah.
cigarette, and you've walked in front of me, I would have got the
And
fucking
you're like,
thing.
if I wasn't
If I
smoking,
weren't smoking, I
I
would have
could
got
have
in
got
there.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have got in there,
Pissed.
and if I'm pissed,
Yeah.
so I can see why he did
Yeah.
it. You're not right though, old man. But I
Yeah,
can
you're
see.
not right. You
I
shouldn't
can,
have done
yeah,
that.
we don't.
But I can
Yeah.
understand why you did. Maybe you're pissed you didn't get your pension that day. Something pissed you off.
Do you
And
pay
you
into your
said,
pension?
yeah, I pay into my pension, but then you also get the state pension as well, which is
No.
kind
See,
of.
what basically where we keep thinking about it, but we're probably fucked by the time our state pension is
Oh,
state
this is
pension.
the thing, innit?
But then for me, I've had so many jobs that I've got pensions with
You got different
that I've
pots
got
and different things,
different pots.
but you
But then,
can put them
yeah, you
together.
can. But then for
Yeah.
me, I always think like I'm not like this is not to be morbid, but I'm like you don't know if you're going to survive to 80 or whatever pension age is,
This,
right?
yeah,
So it's like, but I need the money now.
yeah.
Right? So it's like that extra
But they never.
150.
If only you could get the money now. But imagine if you got the money now, you'll spend it,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then
So
what
I
do you
get
do
I
in your
get why people
pension?
do the
Yeah,
pension, but then for me, I'm not like I've said it before, which is why I've started the own business. I'm not a career woman, so I'm never gonna have one of those big pensions
yeah,
because I would never stay in a job long enough to actually fulfill having
yeah.
like a decent pension because I can't stand it. I like it at the beginning,
Hmm.
but then there's a certain point that hits me and I'm like, I'm all right. I don't want it. But I spoke to a girl at work and then she was putting into her pension, blah, blah, blah. And she's one of these girls that, she's basically, the life I want to live with a stay at home mum and all this stuff and
Is
have
this
my
the one
little
you
business.
spoke about?
Yeah, that I
Yeah, yeah,
love.
yeah,
Believe me, she's a nice girl. Like, she's not someone that I'm jealous of in a horrible way. I'm jealous of it because she's a genuinely nice person and she comes from a genuinely nice family.
yeah. Hmm.
This way, you know that in the next probably 5 years, you were never going to work again.
Yeah. Well,
Like
some
the
people are
likelihood,
clever.
no,
Yeah,
but the
yeah, yeah.
likelihood is that she's never going to work again in the next 5 years. Once she has
That's
babies,
good.
her husband is never going to make her work. Like he's like
Yeah,
he's got a decent, like he owns his own business and he's doing decent now. So once they start having children, they bought a house. She's never going to work again.
yeah.
So I was like, so why are you putting into your pension like so much? Because she was putting in more than everyone else. So I said,
Oh,
so why are you putting into it? I get that you're putting into it now because obviously you don't know the future because you sort of could break up or this blah blah blah. But I was like, but you should put the minimum into it.
no.
And then she was like, this is what I said
Yeah.
to her. And she was like, yeah, but even if I don't go back to work, at least I know that for the past 8 years that I've been working, I have a set amount that will come in, which even if we are together and blah, 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 and we get to retirement age and blah, 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 that's still money that's now going to come in. So it might only be like 10 grand, 15 grand, but still 15
Yeah.
grand that is still going to
That's
come in.
yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So I was like, wow.
No, it's true. Well, she obviously ticked off the other boxes, which is she's got the mortgage already. She's got all of these
Yeah,
things. So why not, instead of having to save to buy
yeah.
a house, I'll put into my pension, which I
The only thing I
understand.
said to
Like,
her, and which is what I said to her, and I really hope that this girl, I swear to you,
yeah,
one day she'll come out and I'll say it on the podcast. She'll come out, she'll do her own thing, and I'll say her name and all this stuff, and I'll be like, I
yeah,
told you, I told her. I said to her, right now you live at home, you come from a good family, you sort both come from good families,
yeah.
and she doesn't want to be working how she's working now. She wants to go into like influencing and styling and all this stuff. I said, right now is the best time to start. You ain't got kids,
That's the thing.
you
Yeah,
ain't got a mortgage,
you're able
you're
to go
living at
to all
home,
these
you're
parties. You're
doing all this
able,
stuff.
yeah,
I said, starting now,
yeah,
because right now, if it fails, you can go back to work.
yeah.
If
It's
you
so
started once you got
true.
kids and it
What do you
fails, what
do?
do you do? Because now got a mortgage to pay. You now got fucking kids to look
Yeah,
after. So if you started now,
you've
you're all right.
already
You're
established
yeah.
yourself. Yeah,
So and I said to her, and I kept on saying to her, I was like, you can do it, you can do it. Even to this day, I go to her. I say, what can I wear with this? She tells me, oh, wear this with this and this and
oh,
this.
there you go.
Yeah, she's a very, very good stylist. Like, she puts stuff together, but not even in
Yeah,
the way that, like some of these stylists, they're putting it together, which is not really practical for everyone. Do you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, it's like,
She does it. I'm
it's
guessing she does it
practical.
for your body as
Yeah,
well.
and it's
Yeah.
very practical. The way that she dresses is very, very practical. It's nice,
Hmm.
but it's very that I can go to work, but then I can also go for a drink, and I can also. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the whole act. She hasn't got to change anything that she's
Yeah,
wearing. Everything that she's wearing is put together so nicely
yeah,
that she's good at. She's just good at it.
yeah.
Very good. And I was like, you need to do it.
Mm.
I said, if there's anything I can do, the only thing that I did do well is I made her quit a job, but now she's in a better job.
Oh, she quit
Yeah,
from.
she quit. She left. I said
Oh,
to her, I said, you're sitting here for what? I said, you're not wanting the house on the lane. You're
go
not
and
wanting the
get
house on the
that
lane,
house
so
on the
go get a
lane.
house on the lane. Go
Hmm.
get the better job. You're sitting here because you're
Yeah,
comfortable. Because you know the people. You've lurked here long. You're doing well, but you're never going to get to the position. Now she's jumped over 3 steps and gone to a new job.
there you go.
She's literally jumped 3 steps to a new job. I was like, so why were you sitting here? See?
There you go. So you've given someone some wisdom
Yeah,
this
I
year.
have.
Do
And
you
I've got my
know?
wisdom
Yeah.
teeth out as
And
well.
it, she got a wisdom teeth out. She gave wisdom. Like, you better work, girl. But what I would say, so as this is the New Year episode, for 2023, what would you say, which is a very positive, like maybe 1 or 2 words of how you feel or how proud you are or something like that? Like just maybe 2 words of to
Uh,
sum up your 2023. 2023? 23.
2023, yeah.
Yeah, 2023.
Um,
Not 2020,
it's a bit
2023.
soppy, but it's probably secondary school.
Okay.
And it's that me, myself, I don't
I
see.
said two
Yeah,
words.
secondary school is 2 words.
Oh, okay. So you said secondary
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
So I don't even see myself as a fully grown adult. And
Okay.
I've transitioned my son from primary school to secondary school so well.
And you're like,
So I'm proud of
pat him
myself,
off.
and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
also proud of him because
Yeah.
he's transitioned so well. But I
Yeah.
don't even see myself as an adult that should have a child in secondary school.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, but then I see the transition that he's done, and I see the transition that I've done for even growing with what he's now in
Yeah.
in that
But it's
thing.
also it's making you grow at the same
Yeah.
time, isn't
So
it?
it's
Yeah.
like now it's like I can see what I've done for you, but then I can also see what you're doing for yourself. And
Yes.
it's making me so proud of myself, but also
Yeah.
proud of him
Yeah.
because it's like,
Because you've got a mini adult that you
yeah,
are raising.
exactly.
You're
'Cause
like,
when they're small, you don't really see that as an adult,
wow.
but when
Yeah,
they
yeah,
start
yeah.
secondary school, you start seeing shit.
Yeah.
He's about to next year he'll be different. The year after he'll be different.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he's in year 11. He's a fucking big man with a beard and all
Yeah,
this shit.
yeah.
So do you know what I mean? It's like
It's true.
that transition of that part of his life and my life, the way that we both handled it together, I'm
Mhm.
really proud of.
That's good.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. I would say I know my worth.
That's not 2 words. Know my worth. That's
Well,
3.
worth and I have to say more words because I like
So you
2
come
words.
into me
Okay,
and
worth and I want to say like I want to say more words, so I
Okay.
can't even answer the question.
Go on
Really,
then,
isn't
say
it?
5.
5 words.
Go on.
So I know my worth, meaning like just going back into work. Like I actually know yes, I am worth this. I am heard, and like actually being heard as
Yeah.
well is like both go together.
Mm.
So it's just made me understand, like, because I've took the year off musical theatre for my own reasons and mental health and
Mm-hmm.
etc etc, and it's just made me realize, like, just from doing this little panto, that like I know my worth and I am heard
Yeah.
as well, which is, I feel like, is a very good way for me to go into 2024 with,
Yeah.
and know, yes, I've got
And
this.
do you also think maybe from the panto, that not that the panto's anyway bad or anything
Yeah,
like that, but you just know where you want to be and what
yeah,
you want to do a
yeah,
little bit more. Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
I think the panto came at a good time, and the way I've looked at it is very convenient.
Yeah.
For me, it's very convenient because it's only down the road from where I
Yeah.
live, and it's very easy from, like, everything was just easy.
And
So
the money.
that's the reason I
Yeah.
took the job. And obviously you take the money, but the money's going to bloody government anyway, because it's
What do you mean?
taxes.
Oh,
We get
I was about to
taxed.
say. What do you mean
So
the money's going to the
it's
government?
going to the government because of
Oh,
tax.
what?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
taxing
Oh
are,
God.
like, for self-employed, you get
Oh.
taxed in January at the start of the year. So yeah, but yeah, I would say I know my worth and I am heard, which is lovely for myself
Mhm.
to know. Okay, and I'm like, maybe I need to invent venture into different things. So I have been talking to, like, one of the people who I co-star with,
Mhm.
and we're thinking of maybe writing a play together.
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
And then, so then maybe that might get me down the
You
road
can
of
incorporate me into it.
directing. No, so I don't want
What
to
do
even
you
say
mean?
what.
What do you mean
No,
no?
I said no.
What do you mean no? Wow.
Because you don't
So I
know.
really thought that
You
we were
don't.
friends. And then I just asked you, can you incorporate me? Said no.
But you
Like I
don't know
was
what the
no,
story is
wait,
going to
wait,
be.
wait, 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 wait. Before you even told me anything, said no. No. But you've even thought about the story, but you said no.
I said no
No.
straight away.
Wow. So okay, so right now, guys, we know that me and Marcus aren't
I
friends.
know
He
it,
doesn't he doesn't
bang.
why? We're not friends. This is the last episode ever.
And then it's done.
Done. Because he doesn't want to
Happy New
incorporate
Year.
don't want to incorporate me to nothing. Fuck you.
But how am I going to incorporate you?
What do you mean, how are you going to incorporate me? Whatever you're doing, you can incorporate me somehow. I'm a good
But so
actress.
what? Okay.
Yeah, actress. No, the bad thing about me is that I couldn't go on stage how you guys go on stage because I would see someone I know and they'd be like,
No, you lie. Just like, hey. It's like one of those ones when you're a kid, you're like, hey, mum.
"Hey, mum." Yeah,
Innit?
so I'd be
Yeah. Hey, mum. No. But
like,
yeah, I'm just kind of, I want to just walk into 2024, be very positive and be like, yes,
okay,
I know my craft.
So 2024
Yeah.
goal, like your main kind of goal, and this is not like the house or like the stuff that we do want. What is your main? What would you say is your main?
My main goal for next year, haven't really thought about
Mm.
what I want it to be, if you know what I
Mm.
mean. But like off the top of my head now, I would say the main goal is to know that I am, like, I'm gonna keep it going with the, I know that I'm worthy, and I want my mental health to stay as strong as it is at this point in time.
Yeah, to keep
And
on
so
the same
I don't want it to
traction,
be
up and down
declining.
and
So
whatever.
that then means I have to not put myself in situations that will allow my mental health to go down. So I have to be very picky
Yeah,
with
of
what I
what you do
do.
and where you go
Yeah,
and
and
who you
where I
talk
go.
to. Yeah.
So it might mean that I'll be out of work for X amount of 2024, but I need to stay strong in that and
But
know
then you
that
would
I'm
also
right.
find something else to do within that time. So whether that's teaching,
Oh
whether
god, yeah.
that's
Like I obviously
crafting,
I
whether
do
whatever it
my
is.
gigs and stuff
Yeah,
like
so
that.
whatever it
Yeah.
is. But
I would love to do my dog bowls again, but I just can't bear the mess that it
yeah, but that's
creates.
at the moment, and that's what I say to a lot of people because like what I do now.
Yeah.
I've taught so many of my friends how to do it, and they've not stuck with it
Yeah.
because they're like, I haven't got space. I haven't got space either. I do it in
Yeah.
the back of my lounge. I haven't got space.
But
Everything's
your
everywhere.
kind of thing, like I could just do that in my bedroom kind
Yeah,
of
but you know what I
thing.
mean? It's like
But
I haven't got
I got to
space.
cut wood. When I
Yeah, so
mean it's
that's a bit that's
big
a
ass
bit
bits
better.
of wood,
But
I
it's like,
actually cut it,
but when
put
you
it
actually think
together.
about space, right? You actually see some of these small businesses that actually have made it very
Yeah.
good. most of them haven't had space.
Yes.
Most
Oh,
of them
of
have done it from
course.
their lounge, and most
Yeah.
of them have done it from they started there, and then
Yeah.
by the next year they're in a little shed, and by the next year they're in a
Yeah.
warehouse. So for me, what I would say to you is that if that's something that you really enjoyed, and that's something that you feel that
Yeah.
you get back into, stop thinking about the space, stop thinking about the mess, stop thinking about anything, because
No, I
you'd make it
know.
work. You would make it work. You
Yeah.
made it work once,
Exactly. I
you
can
can
make it
make it
work
work
again.
again.
Yeah. And
So
I actually have had people on Etsy because I think it's still on Etsy, but it says sold out. And I have
yeah,
had people email me and say
so
like,
that's what I mean.
"Oh, is it still going?"
So
Because
that's
people
even
have
though
bought from me before and they want the
another one or
match.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, they want it
Also, like, let's just
matching
say, I
or
don't know. So
presents
if
or
you do
anything.
have to go out of work for a little bit,
Oh God.
whatever, during that time, you can elevate yourself in this. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So you have something that you're still doing, you're still making money, and you're still putting something into your passion. Maybe if it's not your main passion, you're still showing, you're still putting your passion into something.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? That you have passion about. You're not just
yeah.
being like, oh yeah, fuck it, I need to make money. It's that you've actually got a passion for it, so you're
Mm.
enjoying doing it,
And then if money comes,
and the
it
money comes,
comes.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like you're doing it for money,
yeah.
but it's not actually just for money. It's like it's for my mental health. Because like for me with my crafting, I only started this because when I was doing it, the whole time I'm doing it,
You're
I was
happy as
happy.
Larry.
It's
Yeah,
like I can sit there and I can do it. I
yeah. And
like,
you're
do you know what I
just
mean?
so
I'm
happy.
out of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
world. I'm just
yeah,
doing it. It's fine. But yeah, I like that for you.
yeah. So what would you say for yourself?
I think for me it would be for me and the boys just to find our place
Mm-hmm.
in single motherhood,
Okay.
because they've not been through it. I haven't been through it. It's
Mm-hmm.
very new to all of
Well,
us,
yeah,
and it's for us to know that
you're strong.
we're strong and we're happy in us. Because even though I was a default parent, it's there was always someone else there. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
default parent, but it was
yeah,
that. But there's always someone else there. But now there isn't that. So it's being
yeah.
strong in me to know that they still have that. It's just that
Mm.
we don't have that together. So they still have that other
They still have
half,
the unit, but
but it's
it's
just
in
not.
different
It's in
place. Yeah,
different
yeah, yeah,
places. And just making sure that they're happy, they're healthy, I am happy, I am healthy, and we can all build together. So
yeah,
we can just going out with the boys and just doing more with them, and
yeah.
just helping them find their passions in life. Do you know what I mean? So like Jane likes cooking, so I said, right, there's a cooking class that's just started next to us. Would you like to do it after school? Blah blah. He said, yeah. So then I'm going to book that. Do you know what I mean? So the different things
Yeah,
that he likes to do
yeah.
and what they both like to do, and just go like that. I think that's probably what.
It's quite nice because you've got like Jaden, who is like a mini adult now. So you are
Yeah,
kind of carving that
that little
that
human,
little
yeah.
human who
And so
you're like, that was my
I want
baby.
to
But
carve him into the best human that he can
yeah,
be. And I'm not going to force him to go and do science when he doesn't particularly like
that's not
science.
his thing.
But if he
Yeah,
likes
yeah,
cooking or he likes singing or he likes dancing, I'll put in. Yeah, you have to still go to school and do your science
yeah,
because you've got to
yeah,
pass it.
yeah. Exactly.
But out of school, I can put things into you that you can actually become a better person,
Yeah,
and you can actually realize your passion and realize what you want to do in life, and it's not always going to uni and doing all this stuff and blah
yeah.
blah blah. So yeah, I think that's probably mine.
That's good.
Other
No,
than the
yeah,
partner in the house and the millions of
yeah.
kids. That's
But then I want to say to you, what are you going to do for you? Because this is, you're doing
um
it for your family, which is lovely, but you need to also think of
I
yourself.
think for me, I'm probably going to start putting myself out there more, and
Mm-hmm.
not even just in the sense of finding a partner, in the sense of finding like-minded people
Mm-hmm.
like around me
Yeah.
that maybe want to build, and we have similar kind of lives or similar kind of whatever. But even if not that, but we still want to build our
Yeah.
own entrepreneur, whatever that fucking word is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Something.
one. And finding more like-minded people, starting to do more things just for me. So like, there's some interests that, because I've never had anyone around me. Like for me, I like history, like London history, and like I
Oh, you a
enjoy
history
London history.
buff?
Only London
Gonna.
history.
Oh,
I
okay.
really enjoy
So
London
tell me a
history.
little, tell me something about
Um,
London.
well, I don't really know because I just watch it on TV.
But you could, you,
But like,
right? Oh,
but
anyway.
you
Yeah.
like, I could, but like, did you know that we used to have London lions in London? There used to be
No.
there used
Is
to be
that why
lions.
in Leicester Square they've got the big
Yeah, they used
London?
to be actual lions. Like if you go to the London Museum, which is in like Barbican,
Yeah.
they tell you that there was actually lions and stuff like that. I don't know if they were brought over. I
What were
never,
they doing there?
I don't know. I never read it properly, but they just tell you that there was lions in London. I don't know if they were pets or whatever they
Ah.
were, but there were, and that's probably one of the facts I know. But I really like knowing about, especially the East End, because I was brought up in
Yes.
the
Yeah.
East
Yeah.
End.
Yeah.
It's like when I watch shows about the old school East End and stuff like that, I'm so intrigued
Yeah.
by it.
Because you know that corner, you know that, but
Yeah,
you're like,
so
oh my
it's
god, that used to look
yeah, so
different
that
from.
used to
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And it's
Yeah.
like I really enjoy London history, so maybe just taking myself out to places like when the kids are at school, I could go down to Barbican, like, do you know what I mean? Drop them and go down to
Yeah.
Barbican because it's not that far, and be
It's
back in
so
time for the
true.
school run. Do you know what I mean? And go
Yeah.
and look at those museums and actually take that time for myself. Like, I
Yeah.
really want to go to the Tower of London. I've never been to the Tower of London, but I've always wanted to go to the Tower of
Yeah.
London. I could take
Just
myself
do
out for a
it.
day while
Yeah.
they're at school, and I could still be back in time for the
Yeah.
school run.
Even if you didn't go into the Tower of London, you could be like, I'm
Yeah,
going to take the dog for a walk.
and
And
just
you
go
walk
walk
along that
around
way
and
and have a
whatever.
little lunch and
Yeah,
give her a little something,
and just
something.
just do a thing
Yeah.
like rather than when I'm doing stuff for myself. Like, obviously I'll still get my nails done and my
Yeah.
eyelashes done and whatever, but maybe more stuff that is going to
That is
sustain me a little bit
and
more,
actually
stimulate
stimulate the brain.
a little
Yeah.
bit more for myself. And then probably other than that, I think it would probably be becoming more me.
Okay.
Just becoming more me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And stop putting myself in this box that I've been put in by other people.
Okay.
And sort of thinking about, oh, well, this person said that I'm like this, and then acting
Yeah.
like that, or this
Yeah.
person said that
Because
I'm like that, and acting
people
like
would
that.
say that and they're chipping away at
Yeah, and
you
then you end up
slowly. Yeah.
acting like what the person that
What they want you
what
to
they
act
want
like.
you to
Yeah.
act like, and
Yeah.
then now you are that person.
That person needs to be cut off then.
Yeah, so right.
Simply.
So
Yeah.
it's just making more time to actually become me and find out who I actually am, and find out now that, oh yeah, I'm 13, what I want to do with my life, and what the things that matter to me are. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cute.
Mm,
I think that's lovely.
thank you.
Well, I would say, what would you say? Like, we're not going into 2024 with like resolutions. We're going in with goals.
Goals. Yeah.
So we're going in with
So we
goals.
don't have like a set amount of
Yeah.
time to be like, oh, I'm going to stop smoking. Like, I'm going to do
Yeah,
this, I'm
you
going to do
just
that.
yeah.
It's just that I've got the goal to stop smoking by the end by
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah,
So it's like, oh,
kind of thing.
I've got the goal to be like, I'd be consistent at the gym by 2025. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like you're not putting yourself
But you
to
kind of
a
have to
set.
be
You
a little
do,
bit strict.
You do,
but
it's not
you're
as
kind
strict
of
as being like, right, from
yeah.
the 1st of January, I'm going to chuck away all my
Yeah.
cigarettes and blah, blah, blah.
Because
But
by
you-
the end of January, you're smoking again.
By the
Yeah.
end of the week, you're
Do you know
smoking
what I
again.
mean? Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
it's giving yourself time to put these new habits into place
Mm.
and put these new things into place.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
And then just one last thing for this podcast, I would love it to just have that live show. So I'm just putting it out there into the universe that 2024.
You might
we
not see me
are-
though, guys, because I'm really nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know. I'm really nervous about putting myself out there.
Why?
Do you know how long it took Marcus to get me actually on camera?
Oh no.
So
and
I'm
the
really
camera's
nervous.
here.
He's a famous one, not me.
Oh, no.
I'm just
I
here
wish
for,
I
I'm
was
just here
famous.
for the chat.
But you could chat in front of people.
I'm just here for the chat.
I
But-
reckon because all you do is you sit there with a prosecco and we chat.
Yeah, I'm
And
here
we
for the
talk about
chat.
everything. We ask the audience, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then it's a party.
It
So you
would.
look at it in
That
that
would
way.
be good. Yeah,
Do you know
that
what
would
I mean?
be good.
That would just be nice, just to, because I just feel like it would be nice to have a room of people, like-minded
Yeah.
people, that just we have a ramble and we chat about things,
Yeah,
get things off your chest.
And also, can I add one thing? Can
Mm.
you guys actually let us know whether you prefer our new kind of setup,
Yeah, that's true.
or whether you prefer to more structured
Yeah.
setup from season 1, so that we kind of know where we need to go, like change or carry
Yeah.
on or whatever. Just maybe give us a bit of
A heads
feedback.
up. Yeah.
of
'Cause
what
we-
you
yeah.
prefer,
So we know if it's going to be a structured or if it's going to just,
or if we need to kind
as
of
we
make a
are,
bit
just
more,
chatting. Yeah.
like bit of incorporate
Yeah.
a bit of both.
Yeah.
Right, I need to go to the school run.
No, okay. Well, I'll let you go. And we will say goodbye to everyone. And we hope you have a good New Year's. And
We'll be back
yeah,
in the new year.
I know. Happy
Yeah.
2024.
2024.
Oh, God, 2024.
I know,
It's
and my
nearly
birthday's the 24th, isn't it? So it's 2024,
24.
2024.
Oh.
It's a good year for me next year,
You know,
guys.
you got all the 2020. Is 2024 a lucky number?
I don't know. but
Who
it's
knows? It's
24
your
and
lucky
24.
number.
So it'll be like 24.
So you need to do
24.
lottery every day.
Yeah.
Or do the
Shivers.
10 grand one. But anyway,
Yeah.
love you
Love
all
you.
and stay safe. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.